Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, I want to talk to you about a growing controversy that's going on right now with Little Mermaid star Halle Bailey. Halle was recently at a salon shop, and she kind of ran into an issue where the shop owner, she had been going to the shop owner for some time, a Russian lady, and she had brought in a lot of business. So the salon owner went out and talked about him and about how they had been supporting the business and different things like that. She called in and said she was going to be about 15 minutes late, and she was 15 minutes late, but her sister was also supposed to go with her. Sister ended up being about 35 minutes late. Go ahead and play the video here. We'll watch a little bit of the clip, come back and talk about it just after that.
Back in town, and she always has her nails done really nice all the time and never really needs them done, but she needed her toes done. So I told her about this place. I'm like, well, come with me today to the place I've been telling you about, the Russian manicure place. Like, it's good. So we were excited to go. I set the appointment for 3:10, right? I called the lady back and I made sure, I'm like, I'm gonna get there early. My sister has something right before, so she might be a few minutes late. Is that okay? And she told me, of course, that's okay. 15, 20 minutes late is okay. I get there and immediately the lady starts saying, where's your sister? You need to check her in, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, she's on her way. I told you, like, she was gonna be a few minutes late. She's on her way though. How long? Because we have back-to-backs. Mind you, no one is in this place. It's empty. There's like one girl getting her nails done and no one else is in there but me. I'm like, okay. She said she's like 9 minutes away, and then she like starts giving me faces like 9 minutes isn't gonna work. So I'm slowly but surely starting to get a little bit irritated, because I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I have been a consistent customer here for the past few weeks. I've brought like them so many people. My glam team goes there now to get their nails done. Like, I have really brought them a lot of customers. She keeps going at me, talking about, well, then she finally goes, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to cancel her. She can't get hers done today. While I'm in the chair already. She keeps going at me. And so I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to these, like, it's a Russian manicure place. So their English is good, but they're like kind of really, how do I explain it? They're really direct. So sometimes some of the things that they say like comes off like it's being rude just because their tone of voice. But other times I would just, not really take it that seriously. But this girl, she was like, literally, she walked over to my chair and is arguing with me about this. So at this point, I'm really upset, and we're going back and forth. And then Chloe walks in, and she's like, I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to be canceled. And I said, you know what? In the middle of my toes being taken off, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. We will just take our business elsewhere.
All right, perfect. So we heard it from Haley's side right there that, again, there was some miscommunication overall. The store owner looks like she initially told her that 15 to 20 minutes would be okay. Things ended up going over from what it is that was stated, and kind of seemed, it's. I think it's important for us to consider, right? If we're dealing with different nationalities and different cultures, what's okay for one group of people is different from another. I'm born and raised in America, but my family is from West Africa, and something that you would say to your friend that's just fine in America would be complete and utter disrespect to someone that you would say to in Africa. So in the same way with our time, in Liberia, when you say I'm going to be 10 minutes late, that's normally like 45 minutes. And to other cultures, if you're late, that's very disrespectful, in their culture and things like that. So we see here that there's a difference of opinion on how things were taken. What we'll do here, we'll go ahead and listen to the owner's perspective now, and we'll listen a little bit about that. What happens here also, right? So Halle had this issue. Haley's dating another gentleman. The guy go ahead and he looks like he posts online about this particular issue. Halle has, I think, about 7 million followers or something like that. and the followers begin posting negative comments on the page's Google page, giving them negative reviews, giving them all these different things, and we'll hear about that right here right now.
Chloe was laughing at me and was like, Allie, it's okay, it's okay.
We had a call and client who was loyal, and she was a couple times already at our salon, and she was totally happy. That's why she was coming back, and she offered to so many her friends to our place. And we know that people, like, it's not random people came. They came and they said from who they coming from, which is thank you so much. We trying to be the best at the market. Anyways, she made appointment today at 3 p.m. for her and her sister. Later, she called me back and she said, like, unfortunately, they can't be on time, and she wanted to reschedule 30 minutes late, which I said, I'm sorry, we are fully booked today, and we can't take you if you're gonna be 30 minutes late. Then she said, okay. She came 15 minutes late, which is normal, and I said, yes, 10-15 minutes, you can be late. We started doing her manicure because she had mani and pedicure, same like services. Then we switched her to pedicure, and then I asked, where's your sister, because it was already 20 minutes, and I said, like, unfortunately, it's already long time, so we can't take her because we have next appointment in 40 minutes. And she said, no, she's already coming and she's parking. At the end of the day, she was late 35 minutes. And of course, like I said, like, I'm really sorry. Like, I know you're a loyal client. It's not your first time you come, but unfortunately, we can't take her because in 25 minutes we have next appointment. And of course, she said, like, your next client can wait. I said, like, it's really disrespectful to have a client who is coming on time and ask her to sit and wait her appointment, which is supposed to start at 00, just because previous client was late, and we take her. Even when you book online, there is a policy, it's 15 minutes. She was late 35 minutes. Like, it's really disrespectful. We're not working like that. I'm pregnant. I'm 8 months pregnancy, and this is supposed to be my last week that I'm working because it's getting so hard, it's so stressful. And today, after this situation, when she basically, like, she almost argued with me that why I can't accept her sister, and I explained, which is normal, but she didn't understand. And then she said, okay, we are leaving. I said, I'm so sorry, but we can't. Like, we still can continue your service, but not for your sister. Randomly, I started to see that on my Yelp page, every second I get 1-star reviews, and I get so bad reviews where people saying, like, burn in hell, we are racist, we are very bad, we kicked out someone, like, which is like, okay, I understand. But when I see that people texting me that, like, then I understood that it's all about this person. She posted on popular Instagram pages. She made a video on Snapchat where she was telling half of the stories wasn't true, but somebody for her posted on Instagram, where's the page almost 2 million. They posted like, go to this business page and write 1-star reviews, which is okay, but they texting me so bad. Now I get non-stop phone calls from like different states.
All right, family. So we saw there again. You see, you can hear both sides. I'm not here really to get into the gossip aspect or the details, but what I wanted to talk to us about is the importance for us to being, responsible to our own in terms of social media. Halle Bailey has a tremendous following with 7 million people who are subscribed to her. The brand associated with Disney, she is very easily, one tweet is able to rise to raise someone and is able to crush someone as well in terms of that particular issue. We're entering a different time right now in society where where the when you think something, you want to post it immediately, and a lot of times that oftentimes is dealt with in emotion, that's dealt with in the moment type of thinking, which a lot of times is not in our best interest. We're seeing this week about how different things are happening with different lawsuits with different celebrities, and what's going to continue now is that this issue will likely continue to grow. People like myself and others will continue to take the story and run with it, and Haley will again have to sit down with Disney as the time comes, and they will decide whether or not this is good for their brand or not. For all of us who are out there, whether you are right now or in the future, there's a good opportunity that you have a sphere of influence. And as time comes, that whether you rise up in your job or you do something, online, there's a good chance you can grow your overall following in time to come. And being responsible in terms of what is it you're putting out. So it doesn't look like it was Haley in particular, but it looks like her boyfriend or something posted a video and advised everyone to go out and to give negative reviews. And additionally, what happened is some people might have taken that a little bit further, or sending text messages or calling this woman, telling her how terrible of a person she is, and she spoke about how she's 8 months pregnant right now as well. Dealing with the different cultures, I think, is something that's going to be a big issue, right? So in the future, the media has done everything they can to kind of push the black white narrative, and it's being even amplified now with social media. Kind of as your own, everyone has their own personal microphone, and they're able to speak about whatever issue, just in terms of whatever it is that they believe. I'm just here just to talk to those who are interested. My message isn't for everyone, and I understand that. But for those who understand, it's important for us to be responsible with what is it that we're stating. Haley Bailey, with one tweet, what I mean, if she goes to a black business, she can help to raise someone who's not getting any sales, and they can all of a sudden become an overnight celebrity for the most part just by her showing up. And at the same time, she's able to crush a business with a negative tweet as well. How this plays out, we'll see exactly in the future. But just overall, this is a message just about being responsible as best as possible, delivering and not always rushing. I heard someone say this first. If you're highly emotional, write down what you want to say. Wait 24 hours and come back and decide whether or not you want to send that message out. Because a lot of times it's when you come back in 24 hours, you look back and you're like, we all had those text messages. I wish I wouldn't have sent that at 2 a.m. or or whenever. So, what are your thoughts on this? Please comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.